Holy smokes, they've done it! Coleman just came out with one of the best couple travel trailers we've seen to date. That is a 65-inch TV in a very medium-sized couples travel trailer, and they've kind of just everything in here is just bigger and done better than pretty much every other competitor in this space. Again, 65-inch TV is huge. You have storage up top, storage down below, and a fireplace in here as well. That's also a 5,000 BTU, essentially electric heater. And then come over to the kitchen. And this is one of my favorite parts of the entire coach. I know you're probably thinking it's the TV, but look at this. You're getting solid surface countertops. And at this price point, I'm telling you, that is unheard of. I love solid surface. It's a true solid surface here as well. Great storage. You have side storage here. You have storage all along the top. Love this LED light strip. I have the blinds drawn, and look how bright this kitchen space is. They did an awesome, awesome job here. Not only are you getting the solid surface, but because you do, it means you can undermount the big stainless steel bowl. You have the high-rise pull-out faucet on there too. Over to the side, the 3-burner recessed cooktop. And then as we drop down underneath, it just continues. This is not just a microwave, that is a convection and air fryer plus microwave all built right into one. Underneath that sink, massive storage there, plenty of room for a big trash can. And speaking of massive storage, you have 2 standard drawers right up top here, but take a look at those beauties. You have huge storage here for your pots and pans, and the bottom is not just gonna be a panel, it's actual wood, so your bottoms of your drawers aren't going to fall out. Just an absolute phenomenal job here with the kitchen. But that wouldn't be it, right? Because where's our fridge? Oh, well, that's right over here in the slide. And take a look at the size of this thing. You're getting a 16 cubic foot fridge freezer. And again, in a travel trailer at this price point, it's amazing that they were able to fit all of this stuff in. You'll also see that you have your booth dinette. This, of course, drops down into an additional sleeping space if you need it. But once again, my favorite thing, a lot of manufacturers in this price point, folks, they're not gonna have any kind of storage here, or if they do, it's gonna be a small drawer, but you're probably gonna have to go from underneath. Nope, not in the new Coleman. Take a look at the size of that, and it's gonna be on drawer guides. You know, I've seen some other manufacturers that do something similar, but you kind of have to pick it up and pull it out. Not here. You get the drawer guides, you get the reinforced bottoms, and you have the same big drawer on both sides. Another thing you will notice, look at this. It's a flush floor slide. Right? You're not going to stub your toe getting in, and when we go outside, you will see that that's also a rack and pinion slide, which a lot of people will agree is probably going to be one of the best style of slides to have in a travel trailer. So all around, just an excellent job with this slide box. Oh, and I forgot to mention, at 6 foot tall, look at this. I can stand underneath the slide. That is pretty darn impressive when we're talking about, again, just like a mid-sized travel trailer. Now, to watch TV, you got to have good seating. And you have it. Theater seats. This is like perfect for movie night, eat some popcorn, be able to watch a movie. If you need to charge your phone, you have USB A and C ports on here, plus you have the 120 volt outlets, and a bunch of the outlets here are going to be pre-wired for an inverter because this is prepped for the Solar Flex system. So if you're familiar with Keystone and the Solar Flex, with that you can also get that inverter, and again, they already pre-wire that, so it's super easy. As soon as you walk in, you have this great additional storage space. Now, I'm probably going to use this as a pantry, but obviously you can fit whatever you need to in there. But beyond that, I like that there's a cutout right down underneath, so I have a place I can put my shoes. Big fan of that because I hate having them kind of clutter up the walkway. More storage is going to be right across the top here, and something else I want to point out is going to be the AC system. Not just because this one has the quick dump, but also it's going to be because this is a Keystone product that utilized the blade AC. Cool thing about this is it gives you 360 degrees of cooling from each one of these vents, whereas most manufacturers are going to be like a straight vector. They've done a bunch of testing on this. It's going to be about 30% quieter, and it cools way more efficiently. Really helps eliminate the hot spots throughout the trailer. Just an awesome system overall, and that of course will be run by this control right here, which will run both your AC and your furnace. Now when we move into the bathroom, man, it doesn't stop. Starting off right here, one of the new additions for the 2025 Coleman is the fact that you're going to get a tankless water heater. Folks, this is on demand. I have tested it. I'm telling you, it is awesome. It will hold your temp for about 20 minutes or so before it kind of airs out, just to make sure that there's no issues. And honestly, you can turn the water off, turn it right back on, get another 20 minutes out of that hot shower, rinse and repeat, keep doing that. Awesome, awesome system. It also has a towel bar already mounted for you, so you don't have to guess where that goes. Linen closet over to the side. And take a look at this bowl. That's right, this is not only porcelain, this is an elongated bowl. That is something we very rarely see in the industry. And on top of that, ooh, has a slow close toilet seat. I'm a huge fan of that because I have slow close at home, and you have no idea how many times I've been in an RV and slammed the toilet seat because I'm used to slow close. I love having the slow close on there, and if you have guests, they're not going to accidentally slam it either, especially the kiddos. They're really good at that. You will see the mirrored medicine cabinet because you have taller ceiling heights. Even if you're taller, this is nice and big, so you're still able to see yourself. I know RVing for tall people a lot of times is an issue. As you can see in the Coleman, it certainly is not. And even if I step in the shower here at 6 foot tall, I can still easily stand in the shower. I don't have to duck my head down. You'll also see the retractable door here that comes standard. That you can just roll that right back up when you're done using it, and you'll get the upgraded shower head. This is a couple different modes on here. It's the Oxygenics shower head. You know, again, something very similar to what a lot of people have in your home, and I love to see it in the RV. Last thing I want to touch on is on the side of the vanity, or the vanity itself. Not only do you have some storage there for a trash can, big fan of that, but right here on the side is a toilet paper holder already mounted, so you don't have to guess where to put it. And then we come into the bedroom, and I'm telling you, just everything in this Coleman is bigger and it is better. And right here, you get a king bed. Now with that, you also want good storage? Yep, you got it. Lift this up, it is strut supported. You'll see they have a felt bottom on here as well, and it's all open underneath. So if you have a laundry basket or two, that's a great spot to put it, or just some additional storage for shoes, whatever else you need. And then on both sides of the bed, you will see that you have USB ports, both USB-A and C, plus you have your 120. And take a look at this. You even get some hidden storage, which is pretty cool. You'll have that on both sides. Just lift that up nice and easy. Up above that is going to be mirrored wardrobe space. And then you have the shelf across the top with an LED light there as well. And in this floor plan at the foot of the bed, you have some additional storage, again, just fully utilizing the space. A lot of manufacturers would have left this blank just to save a little bit of money. I love the fact that they're really trying to utilize all the space available. Lastly, if you do want a TV, you'll see you have your plugins right here. And once again, this outlet is pre-wired for that inverter. All right, so let's do a tail of the tape and get some weights. Unloaded vehicle weight on this one as equipped, we're looking at 6,218 pounds with a GVWR of 7,600. For tires, we have the trailer tires. They're 215/75 14-inch D-range tires. Right up front there, I like what they've done. They basically put all of your water connections here. So you have your fresh tank fill, you have city water, and then black tank right underneath it. And then, of course, as we talked about inside, this one also has that on-demand tankless water heater, which is just a fantastic addition. Then one thing I do want to point out right in here in this full pass-through, we'll get a better look at the other side, but I just want to show you where that inverter prep is, as well as the solar charge controller. So if you do get that solar flex system, as we mentioned inside, you can have that inverter in there as well, just to make boondocking a little bit easier. And taking a look at the front, you'll see the power tongue jack here. Of course, that has a light on there as well. It just makes it way easier to hook up and disconnect from your tow vehicle. Two 20-pound propane tanks with easy access here too. And so another addition that I really like is going to be right over here. And what you will see is that you have a spot to put your chains as well as your 7-way plug. So that way, when you're at your campsite, they're not just hanging on the ground, but they're conveniently stored there. You'll also see rails for the battery, and you have an additional solar prep. So if you have like the briefcase style solar, you can bring that with you and plug that in as well. You'll also notice the smooth aluminum front here on the Coleman, which I really like. Not only does this look a lot nicer, but this is where the majority of your bugs are going to splatter during travel, and this is just going to be easier to clean than your rib. Coming around to the side, you'll see LED lights on here, so it's not going to be near as much of a drain, lasts a lot longer. Big fan of LED. And what they have done with the pass-through storage is phenomenal. Take a look at how much space you have. Folks, this is a 80-can cooler. That's a full-on Coleman cooler right there. You can just slip that bad boy right in. You can turn it sideways. Plenty of space thanks to that nice big pass-through. I mean, you can see how much space you have in here. They just did a phenomenal job. It's also going to be a magnetic catch, so if you have kids or grandkids that are coming and they go to close this, they're not going to rip a plastic tab off or break anything. And then I love the graphics package on here too. I think they did an excellent job with the colors. You're basically getting your white, blacks, and grays, which are going to go with the majority of your tow vehicles out there, so you have a great looking rig going down the road. Nice big windows in this one too. Again, that just brings in a ton of natural light, especially in that rear kitchen there. I love that setup. Huge power awning with an LED light strip just for some additional lighting there as well. You also see the solid step with easy adjustment for your legs right here. Aluminum treads, they're not going to rust. Large foldable grab handle, so that way you have just good control from the very first step all the way in. As I mentioned again, this one is solar flex ready, and you will also see that the outside electric outlet is going to be pre-wired for that inverter as well. Again, just giving you more options. Underneath, a couple things I do want to hit on. One is going to be the fact you have a propane quick connect. So if you have, you know, a Blackstone or Coleman grill that you want to bring with you, you can plug it in right there and be good to go. You'll also get a fully enclosed, insulated, and heated underbelly, which will help extend your camping season kind of late into fall and early into spring. Then you will also see this one is equipped with the quick drop stabilizer jacks, which are actually currently going to be one of the most expensive stabilizer jacks in the industry because they're going to be a lot more heavy duty. So while this is a manual jack, it's actually intended to be used with a power drill, whereas your standard manual jacks are not, and you can actually twist the rod in there and have all sorts of issues. With these ones, that's how they're meant to be used. Again, just heavier duty, and they do set up pretty darn quick. You'll also see in the back, you can see the 4-inch tubular bumper. If you have the right sewer hose, you can slide that in here, in there to store it. And then up top, we're going to get a couple different preps. You have ladder prep, so you can just get the telescoping Lippert ladder to climb up onto the fully walkable roof. You'll also see the backup camera prep there, so if you want that extra vision as you're backing up, you can have that. Right around to the side here is going to be our 30 amp detachable power cord. We will have one termination here, another one up front. But one of the things I do want to point out, and I kind of mentioned it when we were inside, is the slide system. Again, having that rack and pinion or that ram slide is going to be one of the probably best slides you can have on a travel trailer. And most people will agree it's just going to be the most stable system. The 25 Rex is honestly just a beast, right? I mean, it has Rex in its name. It's the king. It really is one of my favorite new floor plans, not only because of the layout, but the features you get. From the 65-inch TV to the 16 cubic foot refrigerator, solid surface countertops, plus the big shower in the bathroom and the porcelain bowl, king bed. I mean, the features in here for the price point and the layout, this one is just gonna be tough to beat.